This video covers how to properly assign credit entries to debit entries on the ledger. For this example, we will be using the scenario of assigning a newly created payment entry. However, the principles covered in this video apply to other entries such as credits and adjustments. Payments can be assigned either based on a specific amount the client is paying or based on the total of the entries that are being paid. The first example will cover a scenario where we have a set payment amount that is being assigned to entries on the ledger. Once we have filled out our required fields for the payment, we can use the assignment section to assign the payment to specific entries on the ledger. The top of the assignment window shows the entries the payment could be assigned to. The bottom of the window shows the entries and amounts that the payment is assigned to. To assign the entry to the oldest outstanding charges on the ledger, select Assign Remaining. This will allocate the dollars from this payment from the oldest to the newest charges on the ledger. If the payment amount doesn't exactly line up with specific amounts, as seen in this example here, the remaining dollars on the payment will assign to the most recent charge. Now that we have completed our assignment, we click Save to save the payment with its assignment. To assign the payment to a specific entry, highlight the entry and select Assign. To assign an amount of the payment to a specific entry, highlight the entry and select Assign Amount. Input the amount you are assigning in the window that displays. To assign to specific items on an invoice, highlight the invoice you are assigning the entry to, then click View Invoice Items. The assignment window now shows us all the invoice line items for the selected invoice. The Assign, Assign Remaining, and Assign Amount buttons can be used in the same fashion on these line items. Here, we choose to assign the payment to a specific invoice line item by highlighting the item and selecting Assign. Once you have completed assigning the payment to the line items, select Back to Invoices to get back to the list of charges that could have payments assigned to them. Now that we have completed our assignment, we click Save to save the payment with its assignment. To use the selected charges to calculate the payment amount, we use the Assignment section of the window instead of the Amount field to calculate the value. The options for assignments are the same as in the steps previously reviewed, with one exception. The Assign All option allows us to select to assign this payment to all outstanding amounts on all entries on the ledger. This option is used when you are assigning this credit entry to completely pay off all outstanding debits on the ledger. In this example, we are assigning this payment to two specific invoices on the ledger. You will see as I choose to assign the payment to these two invoices, the amount field populates with the total of the two invoices. Once our assignment has been created, we click Save to save the payment. That concludes our video on assigning credit entries to debit entries on the ledger. Thank you for taking the time to watch this instructional video.